You know, I think we're going to talk about Hell Society today, and I think this might be my calling, because it's just too in your face to ignore any longer. And I want to tell you guys a little story. So, I met this girl on Overwatch. I'm pretty clean on Overwatch. They ruined the game, so it's hard to even be addicted to it anymore. But I reinstalled and I met this girl, and she was horribly addicted to it, like I was, and yeah, I talked to her, whatever. Um, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's my own fault. I don't think it is. You see these girls who they have no moral code. They have no respect for themselves. Um, I won't use her name, but she was showing herself, and it was just sad. Um, I mean, genuinely sad, and you shouldn't encourage women to whore themselves out or whatever. You're just contributing to the desecration of the culture. I mean, it's very little. Even if you don't do it, someone else probably will. But you shouldn't do it regardless. But I met this girl, and how do I? I mean, she's the epitome of Hell Society. I mean, her retarded mother is dating a Cuban guy. Obviously, her dad's not around, and they're screaming until midnight, 4 in the morning. They live in apartments, by the way, and they're just what's the point of working, or trying to work and better your life when you're in that situation? Why not just play TF2 and Overwatch until your eyes fall out of your skull? What's the point of trying to exist in that situation? It's better to just bury your head in the sand and ignore it and hope something gets better eventually. Well, it's not better, it's just a natural response because things did end up getting worse for her. And I'd say I'm friends with her. Uh, yeah, I'd say I'm friends with her, but you know, how do how do I describe it? It's it's complex. It's really complex. So like you grow up, your dad's never around, your retarded whore mom is whatever. I think I need to stop trying to tell it from the beginning, and I just need to tell what I just experienced, and then I think we can talk backwards through it would make more sense. So she's in a really bad spot. She just got out of jail and then rehab. Um, she wasn't even like that. I don't think she's even that addicted to drugs. I just don't think she had anywhere else to go. She wasn't allowed to go back to her mom's because her Cuban boyfriend called the cops on her or whatever. Um, but yeah, she basically I met her 4 months ago. She was normal, and now she's beyond fucked. And I called her grandma because she's basically homeless. She is homeless, I think. And I called her grandma to kind of talk to her and be like, hey, here's the situation. I went through a similar type thing when I was younger, and here's how you can. I wanted the whole voicemail was, I went through something similar. Maybe I can be of some use or help you figure out how to help her in this situation. And yeah, so I left that voicemail because she called me from, she stayed one day with her grandma, and her grandma sent her back to her mom's house, even though I don't think legally she's allowed to be there because of harassment charge or whatever the fuck she went to jail for. I don't know. Um, but I mean, if you had to deal with, your mom having a Cuban boyfriend, you'd probably cop a harassment charge too. I would, and they're fucking fighting until 4 in the morning. I mean, it's just not a situation to be in. And yeah, so I called this boomer her grandma, and the whole point of the call was I wanted to talk about her granddaughter, and it just turned into the boomer reminiscing and about the glory days. That's all it was. It was just literally an hour of me suffering on the phone. I was hoping eventually she would shut up and we could talk about her granddaughter. But no, it's basically 48 minutes of her just talking about the good old days and how much money her husband made, and talking about mimosas in her garden, and 2 minutes of her going, oh yeah, God'll help my granddaughter. And I'm just gonna, more or less, I mean, it would have been made more sense if she had just said, oh yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the situation and hope God will help her. That would have been more useful than whatever she did say. She basically just said, yeah, God will help her, and I barely got a chance to talk about her granddaughter at all. How do you? I don't think you guys hate old people enough. I think we're coming to a point where the old, their sins far outweigh any of the good they've done, because I mean, this ties into what I was talking about with her. She always said, she's always, her dad wasn't around, but he always made sure the money was there. And it's like, okay, people don't, you can't, love in community and family is far more important than any money. You can't replace that with money. I mean, it's just pathetic. It really is. What do you even say? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? What do you do in this hell society? It's just so weird. Every boomer you talk to has the same story. Oh, my first husband, my first wife. Like, really? I don't. There's very few boomers. More silent gen than boomers. Boomers, that's almost non-existent. They always have. Oh yeah, my first wife. Oh yeah, my second wife. My first husband. My second husband. And they always they always got some retard excuse like, oh, my daughter was a wild card. It was my first husband's fault. It's like, really? You couldn't you can take any responsibility for that. It's someone else's fault. It's never your fault. And I'm just thinking about this girl, because she's not a genius by any stretch of the means, and maybe had the supplementation been there like I had, maybe she would have been a lot smarter, But it's just sad. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm trying to quantify Hell Society. Maybe I need to start doing interviews. I think that would be cool. To interview, like that other girl I talked about who got essayed by her dad. I don't think I think I've soft blocked her enough that she doesn't really fuck with me anymore. So that's whatever. But yeah, it's just weird. Like, these boomers, they'll put so much. They're so frantic about, oh, my husband was went to the Lutheran church. Oh, my and we were, whatever denomination, fucking bullshit they talk about. I don't know. It's just fucking crazy. But they have so much stake in, like, things that don't matter, and then things that do matter, they just could not care less. And I just don't know how to help my friend. Like, ideally, because she had just spent the last 3 months in jail and then homeless and, like, doing meth and shit. And then she went to rehab, and they put her on a bunch of fucking crazy psychiatric meds, and it's not even like talking to the same person. And it's like clear all she needs is like a all she needs is like a roof over her head, some family who love her, and like a warm meal every day. It's literally all she needs, and obviously stay sober and not be boy crazy. I don't even know how you fix that with I think probably most women nowadays probably have some sort of sex addiction or vice addiction. I don't know, but all she needs is to just live there with her grandma, and her grandma was like, "Oh no, we can't do that." She spent one night at her grandma's, and that was enough for her. It's like, yeah, she talks fast and she's retarded, but I mean, whose fault is that? I mean, you raised your daughter wrong. You fucked up, and now your daughter fucked up and raised your granddaughter wrong, and now we're here. Like, yeah, the culture and the society is sick and everything, blah blah blah. But it's like you also have to take some responsibility. It's not 100% your fault, but you have to take some sort of responsibility that you're also contributing to it, and at least try to do your best to make it right. And these boomers don't care at all to make it right. And yeah, all she'd need was just to live there for a year. And this bitch is crazy. I'm gonna be honest. This bitch is crazy. At most, if she can't get disability, she should be doing DoorDash and like Uber Eats a little bit, and just like trying to have somewhat semblance of a decent, half decent, normal life. She's not gonna have a perfect life ever, and but they can't even afford her that. She has to go back to her mom's with her Cuban boyfriend, where they're drinking and smoking, and they don't have jobs, and they live off of welfare or whatever, and they're fighting till 4 a.m. in the morning about scratches or whatever white trash retard shit. And this girl's not white trash genetically. I mean, you can see, if you're born with straight teeth, you're not white trash. I don't care what trailer park you live in or how fucking worthless your situation or family is. If you have straight teeth, you're not white trash. And if you have white skin and blue eyes, you're definitely not white trash. It's a societal thing, cultural thing, not a genetic thing. Like these people like to make it say, like, oh, you ended up in that situation, there must be something wrong with you. No, there's really not anything. It's just the culture and society overall. But now she's back at her mom's, and I'm sure she's going to be kicked out within the week and be homeless again. And I was talking to the grandma. God, I talked to the grandma for fucking an hour trying to talk about her granddaughter, and she just wanted to talk about the good old days. She said, oh yeah, after my husband died, they came and stayed with me for a few months, and it was just fighting and screaming, and it was too crazy. I told them to get out of here, and they all left. And it's like, okay, that fighting and screaming is not your granddaughter's fault. It's your fucking retarded daughter's fault, who you raised. You know what I mean? Or you made her that way if you didn't raise her. Whatever you did wrong was whatever you fucked up with. Because everyone can avoid hell society somewhat, and if you do your best, they'll be alright. But I mean, these boomers aren't even doing half their best. They're doing the 10% minimum, make sure their kids don't die, and they're not put in jail for letting their kids die. That's about it. They couldn't give a fuck less about anything but themselves. And it's like, okay, if you get rid of the fucking Cuban and your retarded daughter, and just have your granddaughter stay with you, I'm sure, after she recovers from the meth use or whatever, and she can start, or at least try to, talk somewhat normal. And it's just sad when you're just ignored and beaten down. I mean, this girl told me, she'd pee her pants until like 7th grade or 8th grade or something, and she'd pee the bed. I don't remember exactly, but I mean, just like not a good situation, just really sad. And it's neglect and abuse. It's not, she's not naturally like that, I don't think. And this is like half of America, maybe over half at this point. At least white America. Like, ignore somehow all the fucking immigrants here they don't get sucked into hell society like the whites. It's half. I was watching a Synthetic Man video, and he said Rent-A-Center was a was like a fed honeypot or something, and it's like Synthetic Man is so far removed from the average American's plight. It's like genuinely fucking, I don't know. It's weird. It's really fucking weird how rich and well off, even with all of the Hell Society torture, how well off Synthetic Man is, and he's kind of referred to as this common man. And it's like he's dodged, 9 out of 10 of the torture that modern society has imposed, and he's still like the spokesperson face for the common man. And it's like the common man has it so much, and common man and woman has it so much worse than Kobe does, and it's super funny. It's super funny. I don't even know. This has been all over the place. I don't even know how to put into words what I'm trying to see the light, and it's just really fucking strange. Shit is really fucking strange. Yeah, I don't know. Shit is fucking weird, man. And I think I'm shadow banned already. I think I said the F word and the R word too much in my videos, and I got too many videos that were set to 18 plus, so I'm probably shadow banned. And I'm probably only gonna see growth in this channel through word of mouth, which kind of sucks. But yeah, what do you do? What does this girl do in this situation? What the fuck do I do in my situation? Like, we're so far removed from anything sane. Like, I'll throw up one of the pictures this chick is sending me. This woman is 75 years old, and she's got $1 million house, bro. She's got $1 million house. Way too much, This is a nice pool, man. It's not huge. It's not, you couldn't swim laps in it, but it's a nice pool. It's a nice fucking house. And, your daughter's just in Section 8 with a fucking Cuban, smoking weed and drinking and doing God knows what. And then your granddaughter's, whoring herself out online. And, she's addicted to fucking Overwatch and TF2. And, is doing meth and homeless. And getting her fucking brain liquefied by, rehab, whatever drugs they gave her in rehab. Like, I mean, she called me from the rehab center, and she sounded like worse than drunk. Worse than someone on heroin. Like, it sounded like she had, like, her mouth was full of, like, marshmallows or something. She sounded so drunk and, like, gone. And now she gets out of rehab, and she's back at her, like... All of this happened to her, by the way, because her fucking her mom's Cuban boyfriend, who the mom loves more than her own kin, called the cops on her, and she got, like, a domestic something charge, and she wasn't allowed to go back to her mom's after she was in jail for a month. And then they dropped the charge, whatever, and, she, like, called her mom or something, and that was, like, technically a violation of something. So they put her back in jail for another 2 weeks, and then, like, she couldn't technically go back to her mom's house, so now she's homeless. She doesn't have any shoes, and she's just out of jail with nowhere to go. Her dad doesn't even live in her state. Her dad doesn't give a fuck about her. And what do you do? What the fuck are you supposed to do? Like, our money is worthless. Like, we're making like 7 cents compared to 1980. Like, go look up Dumbo on the VHS. Dumbo on the VHS came out in 1982, and your grandma paid $85 for Dumbo on the VHS, because that was a movie she saw when she was a kid, and it reminds her of the good old days. Adjusted for inflation, that Dumbo VHS is literally like $280 fucking dollars. And these boomers have the audacity to just be like, hey, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm just so dumbfounded. There's no There's no substance to this video at all. I'm just dumbfounded. I am dumbfounded by Hell Society. And I can't wrap my fucking head around it at all. Like, I asked my family member, like, hey, if your parents had fucking died in a car accident and you had to go live with, your great uncle or your grandpa or whatever, and, like, you just went insane and started fucking destroying your body, like, cutting yourself, going insane. Not, saying hypothetical, I'm not saying I did that. But, if you started doing that, do you think your grandpa or your uncle would have just ignored the situation and hope it went away? And he said, yeah, I think that's what they would have done, because that's what he did. And he gives me the bullshit fucking excuse of, like, I get these people are ancient and they don't give a fuck, but he gave me the bullshit of excuse. Well, you would have been put in a loony asylum if I was doing that back then. I would have went to an asylum. It's like, okay, you weren't being prescribed Paxil and Klonopin, and you weren't being told to have, to be fucking a tranny, and you weren't told it's normal to be gay and to be, be transgender in your public school, and you didn't have fucking schizophrenia chemicals in your cigarettes, okay, buddy? You didn't have gum, your food wasn't filled with fucking gum, and, emulsifiers. I don't even know what that means. Your food didn't have fucking heavy metals in it. Yeah, they had fluoride and, lead in their gasoline or whatever, but it's like, that's nothing compared to what we have now. It's like, how many people, like, if you just removed all this fucking torture shit out of society and changed nothing else, like, you could even leave public school exactly the same. And if you just removed all this fucking insane shit that's poisoning us on a day-to-day basis, like, how many people would not have killed themselves or trooned out or made decisions that completely ruined their lives, If the beer didn't have excess estrogen in it and, like, all this fucking insane shit in it, how many people would not be getting these crazy charges of, like, trying to kill people and crashing their cars and shit like that, or being put on, you're on antidepressants and you drink a beer and you try to drive your car and you just fucking fall asleep or whatever because of the combination effects. It's like, this is, like, there's nothing natural. We live in the most unnatural time in all of history, and no one cares. No one cares. Like, I have to start doing fucking interviews and making, mark my words, screenshot this, I'm gonna make Hell Society known. In another year, you're gonna hear normies talking about Hell Society, okay? Not even another year, 6 months. I've already got the ball rolling. Go look at Google Trends. I already have the ball rolling on Hell Society. It's just so disheartening. Truly. I mean, like, Gerbert Johnson was talking about those little blue, you remember those little blue short cylinder drinks that were like bug juice or whatever at the, the corner store? That ended up having, like, an insane amount of heavy metals in it, like, and no one gets sued, or there's, like, a settlement, someone gets $50 out of it. Like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't want to have heavy metals in my brain when I was fucking 7 years old, and now I can get a settlement that'll give me $200. Like, what? Money doesn't matter. Your quality of life and your health matter. Can you have offspring and, like, be happy? Can you not be woken up can you not wake up your entire whole apartment complex because your mom thinks having a Cuban boyfriend's a good idea and smoking weed's a good idea, or, like, doing perks is a good idea? Like, why is this shit even accessible? You can't even get perks from the doctor now. Like, why isn't all of the medical industry like that? No one should be on fucking I mean, I know. Everyone knows. Not everyone, but I mean, anyone with a brainstem can figure it out. And it's incredible that, like, we can even figure this out with all the fucking poison that's put into us on a day-to-day basis. It's incredible that we even have the, like, the knowledge to figure it out. And we can, basically, we can only figure it out because of the internet. If there was no internet, we wouldn't be figuring it out. Like, we have to put our poisoned ass brains together to sort of figure it out, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's just that. That's my take on Hell Society. If anyone wants to do an interview or drop, I should do like some kind of Google form, do like an anonymous story, I think would be really cool. I mean, it's hard to vet stories like that though. Like Synthetic Man's tried to do stories and stuff, and a lot of it's just fake and gay Browns just flooding it, and yeah. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, because this world's something. It's something. Like and sub. I really need to, they say, what is it? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. I really need to stop spamming uploads. I've just got so much to say, and having all these new subs has been exciting. So I know I've been spamming a bit, but I've just got a lot to say, and also, I was fucking gaslit and told everything's in my head and I'm always wrong, and it's all my fault, my whole life. So it's just it's cathartic to know, like, okay, yeah, we're awake. Everyone under 30, even the 30 pluses, didn't really have it that good. The dollar was a little bit stronger, and maybe could have escaped the hell system, but yeah, super interesting stuff. So like and sub. See ya.